Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my quarterly empties. These are a bunch of products that I've used up since about Christmas until now, and I think I've done one previous empties video, so if you want to check it out, I'll link it up here. Otherwise, this is what I've covered so far. I have used up one of my Maybelline Define-a-Brow pencils. This is in dark brown and it doesn't want to budge. I maybe have one more use left inside of it, but I really love these pencils so much. I've done a whole video on these, and you can bet I'm definitely going to go out and repurchase another. I do have other ones that I'm trying out and loving right now, like the Benefit and of course my Dip Brow, but this one is just affordable, easy to use. If I had some suggestions for improvement, I would definitely say if they could replace this brush with a spoolie, that would be awesome. I've also not really used up, but kind of destroyed these Samantha number 7 Huda lashes. And you can see they're just kind of like torn apart and fallen apart from just me cleaning them. That being said, even though they are kind of falling apart, they lasted me a long time. The band on these is very thick and very sturdy, so if you're not very good at reusing your lashes, these ones will make it a breeze. You can take them off and put them back on multiple times. This is the first brand of lashes that really amazed me at how easy they were to reuse, which is good because they're kind of expensive. I got this package in a Sephora favorites box, but I did repurchase, I think, the Giselles to kind of replace them. They're just a little bit lighter and more natural looking than these ones. So I hope that they are just as good as these ones. Of course, I have a bunch of mascaras that I've been testing out and using up. I have a kind of a big backlog going on, so I'm being a little bit wasteful. Some of them I'm just kind of trying out for a couple weeks and then just moving on, just because I do have a lot of mascaras to get through. None of these really like super wowed me, and none of them I would run out and repurchase. These are the Deco Amazing Effect, the Tartiest Lash Paint, and the Marc Jacobs Omega Lash. They were all like decent and I don't dislike them, but they're just not gonna make me run out and purchase them. My favorite liquid eyeliner, the L'Oreal Carbon Black Lineur Intense. Of course, I'm going to go out and repurchase this. I already have one. I repurchased it in Black Mica. I interchange between the two of these based on like what's available at the drugstore or if one's on sale or not. But yeah, this is like a ride or die product. Holy grail. Must have. It's just so reliable. I love these so much. So yeah, even when I know I'm getting to the end of the tube, and you can kind of tell because sometimes there's like crusty bits along the edge of the tube, and the formula also just gets a little bit harder to work with. So these will easily last about 3 or 4 months before I feel like I do need to replace them and purchase a new one. Another Maybelline product, this is the Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles, and this is in light. I repurchased this in fair, and I couldn't figure out if fair was lighter or darker without checking like the website or something. So I did repurchase it in fair. Hopefully that's a good color match. This was absolutely perfect for me, and I would repurchase. I have repurchased these before, and yeah, now I've got fair to use up. This one I've done a whole video on as well. This is the Wet n Wild Photofocus setting spray, and it's totally used up. There's hardly anything left in there. I'm surprised I sprayed anything out there. It smells like hairspray. It kind of feels like hairspray, but it's really cheap. It gets the job done, and I think that's why I got through it so quickly. So I would absolutely go ahead and repurchase this one as well. I don't know if I will because I think there's some other ones that I want to try, but if it weren't for experimentation, this would definitely be a repurchase. Moving on to makeup removers, I have actually gone through 2. This is a little travel size Bioderma, and I got this one for Christmas, and this one I got right before Christmas from the Sephora VIP haul. This is the Tatcha Pure One Step Camellia Cleansing Oil, which I've also done a video on. Bioderma is just like a classic staple. This is the one for sensitive skin, and I've already repurchased. At Christmas they were selling 2 for like a deal, 2 of the full size. So not only am I done my travel size, I'm like making good leeway into my full size bottle. Now for this, I tried a sample and I loved it, so I thought I would for sure love this. But having gone through a little bit more, I will say the sample packaging is actually better than this packaging, although this packaging looks really beautiful. You kind of just pump it out. I don't know if I'll get anything. I got a little bit. My only issue is I felt like it did get a little bit filmy over my eyes if I used a lot, and I mostly used it as an eye cleanser. So, I don't know, I just kind of felt a little bit uncomfortable over my eyes. It does a really good job. It doesn't really have, I mean, it's got a slight fragrance, but it's nothing crazy. And yeah, the bottle's really beautiful. I don't like the way it plays with my eyes. I would rather just have like Bioderma that's not going to cause any, it's kind of a weird filming that happens. I don't know, it's strange. And I did like the sample that you were able to squirt out as much as you want instead of having to rely on the pump to dispense product. One other makeup remover that I managed to use up is the Garnier Skin Active Micellular Water, and this is the blue top one, which I think is for the waterproof makeup. I did not enjoy this stuff. It left kind of an oily film on my skin, so like with the Bioderma, you use it and then you don't feel like you need to wash your face, although I usually do. But like even if I'm just like touching up in the morning, I can just leave it and it's going to evaporate off once I'm done. Whereas this, you definitely need to rinse it off, otherwise you're just going to feel kind of sticky and gross. So this is a no-go for me. I should probably try the non-waterproof one. This had the dual layer, I think, for the waterproof, so that might be causing my like dislike of it. I don't actually wear a ton of waterproof makeup, so I don't really know why I even bought the waterproof one. But maybe I'll give the pink cap one a go next time and see if that one's any better. But this one, I feel like it just wasn't a good fit for me. To go along with that, I have another, this isn't really a setting spray, this is a marine boosting spray. I don't know if that's like a toner or what, but this is from Tarte Rainforest of the Sea. And I really like this. I really liked using this throughout the day. It kind of has kind of a cooling slash, it feels like it's oil absorbing. If you know what that would kind of feel like in a spray, it kind of like, it doesn't tingle, but it feels like it's like helping to sort of cleanse off any extra oil and stuff. I'm not going to repurchase it because I feel like I can't really justify and have this as part of my routine, but I did really enjoy using this. So if you're looking for like a really refreshing feeling like halfway through the day pick-me-up spray, this might be something to look into. And I also have this Dermadeli Rejuvenating Toner, which freshens skins and tightens pores. This is just a little 10 ml sample that I got in an Ipsy bag. It was really good. It did feel really refreshing. I used it after washing my face. It had a nice kind of herbal scent. And the nicest thing about this is that it's like reusable packaging, so I can just give this a wash and then use whatever other spray I want in there. So really good props for this sample for being such awesome packaging. I really love that. Next, I have a whole bunch of face cream samples, and some of these are just like pretty underwhelming. So I tried the Belif Believe in Truth, the True Cream Moisturizing Cream. It's just empty. It was fine. It kind of had like a pillowy texture, but it didn't really like blow my mind. I kind of just got through it and then was ready to move on to something else. So pretty unremarkable. I tried the Tidal Brightening Enzyme Water Cream from Sunday Riley. This one, it still has a little bit left because I felt like it was not being super great for my skin. So it wasn't really super moisturizing, even though it has like hyaluronic acid in it. I don't know, just something about it wasn't quite meshing with my skin quite right. So again, I didn't really fall in love with it. This Symphony Beauty Snow Cream Moisturizer from Ipsy Bag. Again, this stuff has just the weirdest kind of grossest texture. I really did not like using it. It didn't feel super moisturizing. It kind of smells like candy. It kind of smells off now. It's a little bit older. But yeah, I just did not like this at all. Like, I actually regretted putting this on my face. So it's definitely a no-go. The First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream, I've heard so much good stuff about this, but I feel like it just broke out my face. So I'm going to stop using this on my face. I maybe will use up the rest of the tube on my body, so it's not technically an empty. But yeah, I was not a fan and I wouldn't recommend. This Ren Flash Hydro Boost Instant Plumping Emulsion, which you're supposed to apply after you wash your face and then before your moisturizer, this actually like caused some tingling on my face. So I think I have an allergic reaction to something in here. Although it's supposed to have really healthy ingredients inside of it, just something about it did not mesh with me, and I was too scared to even try it more than a couple of times just because I didn't like whatever was in there messing with my skin. So unfortunately this one is a pass for me, and I didn't use it up because I just was too scared to keep trying it. On a good note, this Murad Hydrodynamic Ulster Moisture Sample, just a tiny little sample. Again, it kind of has a pillowy texture like the Belif one, but this one, it just calmed my skin right down and it applied the right amount of moisture. I really, really loved using this, and I actually did go out and buy the full size. I got it in a gift set. I think they have leftover from Christmas. Normally this is like $65 for the full size. I got the full size and like a face cleaner, so that's what I'm currently using as my moisturizer. So this one was a total win for me. One more full-size moisturizer that I've been using since Christmas is this Kate Somerville Goat Milk Moisturizing Cream. And I was using this twice a day. The packaging is really cool. You just kind of push down on the little thing and the product is supposed to come out. I actually kind of took it apart to see what it was like made of. So you have the little jar, but inside the jar is this container. The top mechanism, which kind of squirts the product out, comes out, and then yeah, you're just left with this little product sucking up thing. So I don't know how full this was at the start of getting and using this product. The pushing mechanism goes all the way down to the bottom, so I assume it was completely full. But yeah, this packaging is quite amazing. I really, really enjoyed the packaging. The moisturizer, however, I think was not quite intense enough to like deal with my skin in winter. So overall, I'm not going to repurchase it, although I really like her green exfoliating cleanser. But this one is just kind of a pass from me. I finished up this Nuxe Paris Nirvanesque First Wrinkles Smoothing Eye Contour Cream, which is supposed to be for people just getting eye wrinkles, I guess. For me, it just didn't do anything. It didn't help with my dark circles at all. I don't think it really helped my wrinkles at all. So I'm still on the lookout for a better eye cream. This is a not repurchase, although I do love the way this smells. Okay, last couple of products. I got this in a FabFitFun box. You can check my FabFitFun playlist up here. This is the Mullen and Sparrow Body Oil in French Lavender. Doug and I use this up just doing like back massages and stuff to each other. It was a really lovely scent. It was a really nice oil. It didn't make you feel sticky. It absorbed well overall. This stuff is definitely really nice, and it's something that I would never really have purchased without being inspired to from that big, like just having body massage oil laying around. That being said, I probably wouldn't repurchase this because it is so freaking annoying. When you like put some in your hand, you'd have to like put the cap back on, and then the oil would be spilling everywhere. And then the top of the bottle gets all sticky, and then like cat hair gets stuck to it. So wasn't a huge fan of the packaging, although the product itself was really good. Just wish it had a better delivery system. And one last body item, I normally wouldn't talk about deodorant, but this is the Mitchum Clinical 48-Hour Protection in Powder Fresh. And I really liked the smell of this. I like the performance it gives. I think it really does help with my body odor and keep me smelling nice and fresh. But this got jammed, and I literally had to get tweezers and like crank it every time I wanted to get the product moved up, which was so freaking annoying. I don't know if this is just like a one-off bad tube or if they're all like this, but it was so freaking annoying, and I'm so happy that I'm done with it so that I can stop fighting with it. Like, would I repurchase it? I would probably give it one last try and make sure it's all good. Otherwise, it's, yeah, not gonna repurchase. Last two empties I have are some Bumble and Bumble Invisible Hairdresser Oils Shampoo and Conditioner. The shampoo was just kind of like meh. It's not my favorite, it's not my least favorite. Didn't really notice too many differences. But this conditioner, I felt like anytime I used it, it absolutely made my hair feel silkier, feel smoother, feel more manageable. So I really, really, really love this a lot, and I would repurchase. I actually bought these as a set at Christmas time with the actual Invisible Hairdresser's Oil, which is a pretty good deal because I think you pay about the same as what you would for one of these, but then you got to try out the shampoo and conditioner. I do have a ton of shampoos that I'm trying to get through right now, so I'm not going to repurchase any of these, but I do use this Invisible Hairdresser Oil daily, and the set is definitely something that I would reconsider purchasing in the future. That is my Q1 Empties 2017. So if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more empties, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you'd like to see more videos from me. And hope you're all having a happy Monday. And aside from that, I'll see you all tomorrow in my next beauty video. Bye guys!